Crowd of boys, peace. What's good with you boys out there? Coming to talk to you boys today about semen retention and soul ties. And before I jump into this topic, I want to thank all you guys out there, all my subscribers. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate the love and support on the channel. This is actually a subscriber requested audio. So I appreciate you guys who drop, your requests in the comments. This helps me keep me on my toes of bringing forth, content that you guys might not be getting from other channels. Or, something that you haven't heard on this journey. Also, if you're new, welcome. Make sure if you're new or a subscriber, whatever the case may be, make sure you hit the like button before I jump into the content. The like button is right there. That's the least you can do if you're not able to donate. All ways to donate to the channel is in the description. My email, crowdofboyz@gmail.com. If you want to talk to the God, reach out to do a consultation. If you're feeling unmotivated on this journey, if you're feeling bored, feel like giving up, if you're struggling, whatever the case may be, I'm here. With that said, my boys, let's jump into this topic of soul ties. And soul ties is a spiritual bond through sex. And this is sex energy. And it's very important that we understand that in our past, the females that we have had sex with, and especially if you had a relationship with them for an extended period of time, that there was a bond taking place between you two, whether you were really into it or not. If you were coming from a place of lust at that time or a lustful mindset, that you were creating a spiritual bond through this sex energy. This is why sex is very powerful, if you don't know. The deed and the act itself, at one point, for me, I'm speaking for myself also, was just meaningless. Getting hitting as many chicks as I can, getting some bodies under my belt, because it kind of made us feel more like a man, right? Getting chicks numbers, and then, having sex with them, as a bragging right. But understand that this goes deeper into the aspect of the spiritual realm. This bond and how we are supposed to take sex and that act more serious than what it's put out here to be, especially in today's society. A soul tie is created through this spiritual bond, through this sex energy. All right. What we talk about on semen retention, how this ties in and how this can affect your overall energy, right? Is that your energy fields get intertwined with the female counterpart. This is letting someone into your aura field. I've created audios talking about our aura field, talking about our electromagnetic auras, the attraction that we get based off of our aura when we retain. So it's very key that you understand now, if you are here catching this content when you're catching it, and you are on semen retention and you are seeking to start dating, you are trying to manifest your mate. And if you are dating and you are planning to engage in sex, understand that you have built up your power on semen retention now of this strong aura, and the person that you decide to lay down with is going to fill your energy times 10. In the past, when you were releasing, right, whether it had been with other females or due to pornography, if you were masturbating, and I'm going to touch on that a little bit more about masturbation and how your energy field, you're giving it away to an unseen force, an entity. In the spiritual realm, when you masturbate, right? But before I jump into that, understand that now, we're talking about now, you're refraining from pornography and masturbation, right? That's why you're here. But understand that the female, when you're actually indulging in physical sex with an actual human being, that now when you are letting this person into your aura field, they are going to feel your energy and become more attached to you based off of your semen retention journey and based off of your energy field becoming more forceful, you becoming more magnetic. That's why it's very key on this journey to make sure that you court these women correctly, who you lay down with, because not only do you let these women in your aura field and become attached to you, the women that you might be laying down with may have or has soul ties with her also that can latch on to you. It's very key. Very, very important that you understand this. Once again, not only are you letting these women into your aura field, they will become attached to you, but also the soul ties that are tracking with her can connect and latch on to you also. This is infiltration. Think about that for a second and really pay attention to what you're doing on this journey. When you start dating out there, you start talking to women, be careful. Be very careful of who you lay down with next on this journey. All right? Touching on pornography and masturbation, when you give away your life force energy and you break your aura field or you weaken your aura field by doing this, you aren't creating a soul tie with somebody else, I should say. You are creating a soul tie with something else, which is an unseen force, an unseen energy. You're giving away your energy to a screen when you masturbate to pornography. You are still creating a soul tie. What are you creating your soul tie to? Whatever spirits that's lingering around. Those spirits will take that soul tie and use that for their energy. You're feeding into a certain energy when you release your life force energy. You think you're just masturbating and it just goes away. All right, I just relapsed and, I feel like shit. And, listen, when you do that, and I've been there too, I'm not trying to beat anybody up or trying to scare anybody, but understand that you are giving your life force energy away, even if it's without another person, spiritually, in the spiritual realm. That's being recognized. And whatever spirits that's lingering around, you are giving yourself away to that spirit and you are creating a soul tie with that spirit also. Very deep information I'm giving here. Most of the time, that spirit is a spirit of lust. Yes, lust is a spirit. And let's jump into the aspect of love and lust dealing with these soul ties. All right. Love is an energy. This is a high frequency transfer. When you are having sex with somebody that you actually love, you are creating a soul tie with them, but you are doing it on a high vibrational, high frequency level. So the love and the soul tie that you are creating with this person is going to be more of a high vibrational sex, more eye contact, more in tune with the other person's body, more in tune with yourself and your thoughts and really paying attention to that person. But there's the other side of the coin of this, which is lust, the lust energy, the lust spirit I was just talking about. This is a spirit also. This is low frequency transfer. This is dark energy that follows you. And once again, when you are having sex out of lust and you are transferring that energy, that frequency to the next person, you create a soul tie based off of that energy and that frequency. And vice versa. If you are having sex with a female that you love and she reciprocates that. She gives you that love back. She genuinely loves you back. Your energies match. This is creating a high frequency transfer of energy in that soul tie out of love. The other side of the coin, if that woman has lust, as I talked about, the soul ties that follows these women, if she is low vibrational, if she's having sex with you out of lust, this is low vibrational frequency transfer. This is dark energy that is following her. If we look at the male organs and the female organs, right? The female receives, all right? She has the open womb. Vagina is open. So she's the receiver most of the time of this energy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It is very important that you pay attention to these females, you court them the right way, and you use your spiritual eye. You use your spiritual eye. You use your two eyes, and I'm getting into that also, but you use your spiritual eye to really court these women. You are supposed to use your eyes, your eye contact that we talk about on the semen retention journey as a benefit, the eye contact, right? We think it's just eye contact because they attracted to us. No, we are supposed to be using this eye contact to sort these people out, to see these demons, to see these spirits. This phrase that I'm about to use is very cliche, but understand, we're talking about soul ties, right? The eyes are the windows to the soul. So before you do anything with these women, you are supposed to look at them in the eyes. They are the window to the soul. Before you create a soul tie with these women, you are supposed to pierce their soul with this eye contact that you have. This is why you have it as a benefit. It's to be able to stare at the next person's soul to pick up on their energy. You dig? Is it making sense? The eyes are the windows to the soul. So when you court these women, you find them attractive because a man's weakness is a woman's beauty. We find that attractive by the way a woman looks. We're using our eyes to see the attractiveness, but we're not looking deep enough to really sort this woman out and look into her soul. What is she about? What's her mindset? I just spoke to somebody the other day. I said, I don't ask females their body counts. For one, I'm a respecter of, I respect women, right? And whatever that woman decided to do with her body before she came to me, that's her business. Whatever the case may be, I leave that up for her to tell me. That's up to her to, That's her discretion. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm able to tell and pick up when people are lying to me or not. So if a female tells me she's only been with this, many kind of dudes, and there's the narrative out there, whatever a woman tells you, her body count times it by 2. Listen, you can't do that, man, because that's prejudging somebody. What you have to do is really understand that person. And if it comes up in conversation and she gives you that information, then she gives you that information. These women, they say, my body, my choice. So, let them have it. But when they come with that BS and they try to lie to you, you got to be able to pick up on that. And trust me, when you on semen retention, you will be able to pick up on the bullshit. Just watch her moves. Watch how she interacts with you and other people. Watch where her eyes go when you're out with her or whatever the case may be. Just watch these women, man, and how they move. And then when they start to talk to you and relate to you certain information, i.e. the body count, you take that information and just say, I wonder if I could really times that by 2 or just by the, you just use your discernment. You have discernment on this journey. You just have to tap into the spiritual and use it. All right. But once again, I don't ask because, that kind of show to me personally, and this is just my opinion. All right. It kind of shows insecurity. right? Whatever she did before you, it shouldn't matter. She with you now, right? If it comes up in conversation and she reveals, like, it's kind of high, then it's up to your discretion however you want to play it. Me myself, if I hear a high body count, it's a no-go, because when we're talking about soul ties now, this woman has had too many bodies and a lot of shit behind her, and if she hasn't done the correct cleansing, which I will go into next, about breaking away from soul ties, getting rid of attachments and stuff like that, before I end the audio, I will touch on that. But if she isn't spiritual and hasn't done the work to cleanse herself of certain things, and if her body count is too high, that's a no-go for me. All right. And it should be for you also. But what I'm saying is that I don't go out my way to ask a female her body count. I could just pick up on certain shit and can tell if a woman is promiscuous and has been promiscuous in her past, or if she's, a good girl, and I put that in quotations, is the standard, you know what I mean? You're not going to meet too many virgins out here. You dig what I'm saying? So that's another reason why I don't ask for the body count. Cause the females, I'm in my mid 30s. I'm 36. So the females I deal with are, 36 and under, going to probably the youngest, I'll probably say, is 25. I don't want to deal with anything under 25. Too young minded. You dig what I'm saying? I'm looking for a specific woman with a different type of mindset. All right. And I pretty much got that already. The female that I'm talking to right now, she's 29. All right. But understand that you have to take your time with these women and use your discernment with these women. All right. The eyes are the window to the soul. You should be doing that type of work before you lay down with any woman and create an actual soul tie. You dig? To break a soul tie, or to cleanse yourself off of a soul tie, any attachments, any dark energy that's lingering around you because you laid down with a whore. And I'm sorry, but I'm just putting it out there. All right. I've been there. You feel what I'm saying? I've laid down with whores in my past too, in my 20s and stuff like that, because it was easy. It was easy sex. It was an easy way to get a nut off. And this goes for the spiritual as well, for masturbating and releasing on your own volition. To break certain soul ties can take up to, listen to this, it can take up to 7 years. Yes, 7 years. I just came across this information on YouTube, actually. All right. Up to 7 years, you can be holding on to a soul tie. This all depends on how deep the relationship and the connection was with the previous person or persons that you have been with. This goes for men and women, but us men, these attachments, these going on our way to have sex with women, and multiple women at that too, right? But this goes into how often you've been laying down with certain women. All right, how long you've been in certain relationships, and you've broken up after a 5-year relationship with female. Those soul ties end up being still, their energy is still with you, and vice versa. Your energy is still with her. When she goes have sex with another man, your energy is still with her. If she has had your child, you can guarantee that 7 years. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, she took your life force energy, held that within her for 9 months, and manifested a whole nother human being. That type of soul tie is very, very attached to her. Is going to be on her for a good minute. And vice versa. You'll be able to feel her energy as well. Her energy is going to be around you, especially if you have created another human being. All right. So once again, up to 7 years, depending on how long the relationship you've been in, how frequent you have been digging out a certain chick. You dig what I'm saying? And if you have had kids also. All right. To break a soul tie, right? To rid yourself and get away from these attachments and cleanse yourself of this dark energy, to speed up that process, is something that we're doing right now. Semen retention, recharging back our energy and getting back to our masculine frame. Because once again, these women are the receiver. They have been taking our energy. Once again, when we talk about how long you've been in a relationship, how often you have been releasing to this woman, how often you have been exchanging energy with this woman, right? So semen retention helps you get that part of you back. You start connecting back with yourself. All right. So semen retention is one way to speed up the process of breaking away from that soul tie, breaking away from lust, breaking away from, some of the things that we talk about on this journey. I'm going to take it here with you guys. Rituals. Yes, I said it. Practicing alchemy, doing rituals. For example, spiritual baths, cleansing yourself. A spiritual bath, a ritual. Oh my God, he's doing rituals? Yes, I do rituals. That's my business. You can tap in with me. That's why we consult. All the information that I've been giving you guys some deep information. But certain information, I'm not going to tell you what rituals I do. That's, that's something you really got to reach out for and consult with me. You dig what I'm saying? These are spiritual things that I'm talking about here. And if you're turned off and you thinking I'm doing something wicked, when you go get baptized and you get in that holy water, what do you think that is? It's a ritual. Christians, huh? You're cleansing yourself. You're renewing yourself. It's the same shit. You just dress it up because it's in a church or some whatever. All right. But a spiritual bath. Us who practice alchemy, we take spiritual baths. You can call it baptism, whatever. But this is cleansing yourself from this dark energy. That's the purpose of it. I'm not doing no spiritual bath to do no wicked shit. I'm cleansing myself of dark energy, breaking myself away from bad soul ties. And I've got some bad ones, my boys. You feel what I'm saying? I've taken a couple spiritual baths. You feel me? But yes, rituals, spiritual baths. All right. Banishing spells. Once again, you can reach out, whatever the case may be. You want to learn more about it, consult with me. It's cool. And protection spells, protecting yourself. Once again, you can pray for protection. I myself, I do protection spells. I wear crystals. I wear certain gems that is connected to protection. I have a Cuban link, gold. I don't wear it for fashion or because, I I got bread and I'm able to do it. I actually, if you understand the color of gold and what gold is divine protection, is connected to divine protection. That's why I wear it. I wear it when I go out too, to look good and stuff like that. But I wear this shit every day for real. Even when I go to work. And the reason why I wear it is for divine protection. I wear certain crystals and stuff like that for to absorb good energy and to protect myself. But I also wear my gold Cuban, for divine protection. Understand these elements and stuff that you have around you and use it for your good. With that said, my boys, understand that these soul ties, your past, your present, and your future, has a lot to do with your semen retention journey and how you have gotten to this point, and spiritually to get beyond certain levels of breaking soul ties. And eventually in the future, creating these soul ties. Knowing this information, you will be more careful with your energy. your sexual energy. Knowing the difference between love, energy, high vibration, high frequency transfer, and lust, low frequency, dark energy transfer. So I advise you guys, guys who reach out to me that say, they're looking for, to date and find a woman and stuff like that, be careful. All right. That's why I say really court these women, investigate on these, not investigate, but, use your discernment, use your spiritual discernment. All right. When you're dealing with these women, they look good. They may be attracted to you also, but understand it may be coming from a place of lust. And that's where you have to pump the brakes, because if she's willing to have sex with you because you're on semen retention and you're holding on to your life force energy and she feels your energy, she's wet low key for you, but it's lust. Most of the time it's lust in the beginning, because to her two eyes, she's looking at somebody that's very magnetic, very handsome, your looks and everything. So she's attracted to your physical. That's coming from a place of lust. It's low vibration. Take your time. Make her wait 30 days and see what happens. All right. Put her ass in a friend zone. You dig what I'm saying? For real, for real. I'm laughing and I'm joking around. But honestly, you have to put these women in the friend zone to see who they really are. You dig? With that said, my boys, as always, with love and peace.